Are you watching this because you want true freedom? The kind that has no minimums and no quotas? Do you want to really make some extra cash? The kind of cash that will help you make it all the way to the end of the month. Look, if you're willing to be brutally honest and you have the courage to say yes, you are not alone. These are just a few of the fierce, brave souls that sat across from me and said yes and then hustled to make their financial dream real. I also want to introduce you to Sarah Ann. Now, Sarah Ann has been with me for almost a year. Sarah Ann has been a stay-at-home mom for 6 years, and in her own words, she says that she has made more money with Foreplay Buzz than she did in her full-time job. She also told me that she loves making her own hours and she gets to work when she wants to, and that she has multiple ways to build her business. I had to be brutally honest with myself 14 years ago, and I also had to say yes to someone. My name is Dawn Burke, and I'm the CEO and founder of Foreplay Buzz. And 14 years ago, I too was a stay-at-home mom. My husband was a sheriff, and I found myself writing checks that I knew would bounce at the end of almost every month, just so I could afford to buy groceries. And, quite frankly, keep the lights and the heat on. You see, someone looked at me one day and said, you don't have to do that anymore. You can make an extra $100 or an extra $1,000 a month from home in as little as 2 to 4 hours a week. Well, that's all I needed to be told. So I borrowed the money. I hustled because I had to pay the money back. And then I had to make the grocery bill. Well, that hustle helped me do some record-breaking results. And in a very short period of time, I was the #1 consultant with my direct sales company. Now, I thought that position, that #1 position, would earn me some perks, like a returned phone call from someone in the company, when my shipping and handling fees had skyrocketed into the hundreds of dollars. But no one returned my phone call. I also thought it would eliminate the glass ceiling because I was told that there wasn't one, but in fact, there was one. You see, in the old way of doing direct sales, these are the things that we're told, but then when we actually achieve them, we find that they're not always true. Finally, I just needed some ongoing support and training, and nobody was there to help me. And I started to notice how the quotas and the minimum purchases were actually taking money out of my pocket, the money that I needed to put back into my family. So I put my head down and I worked for as long as I had to for another direct sales company because I wanted to raise my children to an age where they were comfortable with me being gone more. So when that day came, I said, I am now ready. Today is the day. I am now ready to birth a new direct sales company. And I did. And that's where Foreplay Buzz came from. Now, I'm going to tell you, it has been an exciting journey, and I have been humbled by the amount of people that have allowed me to mentor and train and lead them. This is just a small group of those people now that have said yes. They were honest when it was difficult to be. They worked hard when life happened, and they are making more money because of it. Now, there are some things that I did differently and I've done on my own terms, like no minimum purchase. We don't make you pay another bill every month. I've also eliminated the threat of losing it all. Now, in families, real things like birth and death and divorce happen, and you should be able to step away from your business for as long as you need to and not fear that you're going to have to start over when you come back. The old way of direct sales is gender bias. It is geared and it is marketed more to women than it is to men. Well, with Foreplay Buzz, everyone has the same opportunity, male or female. Men are actually encouraged to join their partners at our parties. I mean, what better way to explode your experiences together than to have some fun and learn how to do that? Finally, real training from me, Dawn, the CEO, and my top consultants. Look, there are some things that I have learned that are not taught anywhere. So I want to give those things to the people that I lead freely, and I do. Now, I require that we are all active. I require that we are all building our own books and client base, and we do parties every single week, including me. I have my own active client base of almost 45,000 customers. And I am crazy passionate about the integrity of the product. So every toy has a warranty and every lotion and potion is made in the US. I want to introduce you to Alyssa Wade. Alyssa is the mother of 2 beautiful children, and she has been with other direct sales companies in the past. And in her own words, she said, I just could not be successful. I could not get the results I wanted in those other companies. She says that Foreplay Buzz covers all the bases when it comes to difficulties that consultants face. First, there's the starter kit, which includes full-size products, no trial sizes. She talks about the quota. There isn't one, she says. You can literally work this business however you want without worrying about a minimum purchase. Finally, Alyssa says sex sells. And Dawn, the CEO, takes the time to personally train each and every consultant that signs up. I've never been so happy to be with a company that supports my family with as little effort as I have to put in it. DN Evans. And she says that she's never made as good of money as she has with Foreplay Buzz. She said that she loves to educate and talk about sex, so she couldn't wait to get started on this journey. As a matter of fact, she told me how super scared she was to do her first party, but after the amount of money I made, she said I was addicted. Foreplay has become part of my dependent income. I take home anywhere from $300 to $800 in a few short hours on a weekend. I absolutely love the relationship our CEO has with us. She totally rocks and gives full support on helping us become successful in business. Thank you, Foreplay, for making a difference in my life. Now, I have been honored to work with real home-based business owners ever. And these people are crazy committed and they are passionate about 2 things. First, exploding the growth of their team. And secondly, about bringing the conversation with sex back to the living room. Now, it's very important that you hear from Dee. So Dee has been with other direct sales companies and quite frankly loved the product, had a tremendous experience. She said, but being with Foreplay has been even better. She said, the product is great. This is much more entertaining and fun. I'm making more money with Foreplay Buzz than I have with any other direct sales company. I'm learning directly from the head of the company, and I always have someone helping me and guiding me. Now, it's important to know who Foreplay Buzz is not for. So if you are someone who wants a guarantee up front, I'm not going to give that to you. I guarantee if you do what I teach you to do, you will make as much money as you want. Secondly, if you're not passionate about helping others, we are not for you. Third, if you're only getting information, we ask that you would please move on because our time is valuable and we want to spend it with people who are ready and committed and fierce about getting their families what they want. And finally, if you complain and make excuses, you will be miserable here. So what happens next? Well, you're going to fill out the information form below this video. Then you will receive a phone call from me, Dawn, the CEO, or my National Consultant Director. That call is going to be about 15 minutes long, and we are going to put together a real plan to help you make money as fast as you want. Now, at the end of that call, which is free, you and I will decide if we are a good fit to work together. So I have eliminated just about every risk with a home-based business. So there's no cost to talk to us and there's no risk. So go ahead and fill out the form. We look forward to helping you crush your fears.